G'day mates, Nilos here, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. Last time we left off, we finished off Chapter 3, and PBG injured his leg. It was a terrible time. And then, fan service happened. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna continue off here. After that whole incident, things turned mostly to normal. No, rather normal. It was more like things calmed down. Like a river that was no longer flooding. A few weeks passed, during which we took our first real test of the term. Thankfully I scored 95, high enough to keep my scholarship and provide a buffer for the rest of the year. Sorry. The Asagao Strikers played their first game without PBG. They managed to win. The entire school celebrated except for PBG, who watched the game from his dorm room window. I wondered how he felt. In all other respects, he was back to the PBG we all knew and loved. It was the day after that game that he approached me.
Hana!
Hana!
PBG.
PBG, what's up? He stared at me for a few seconds, not saying anything. I cocked my head to the side. PBG, you there? There. I was wondering if you... I nodded, trying to get him to finish his sentence. You will? I don't even know what you're talking about! Oh, right. So, there's this game that's coming out soon, and they're doing a midnight release for it. It's a really cool game. It's about these little animals living in a village together, and you come join it and live with them. You want to come with me? What do you do with the animals? In the game, you befriend them, and go fishing, and fossil hunting, and there are festivals. You can decorate your house and wear different outfits too, it's so cute. That sounds like something you'd be into. I'll say, I think you'd like it too. Plus, I wanted to say thank you for what you did for me with the hot springs. I thought we were told not to talk about that, so what do you think? Well, sure. So I'll just be keeping you company? Yeah, I guess so. He glanced away from me, looking troubled. Was something wrong? Okay, cool. Great, I'll pick you up tonight. Now, do you want to go get to lunch? I'm sure everyone's wondering where we are. I'm sure Meyer John told him what was up. PBG turned pale. I hope not. What was up with him today? He came to pick me up right on time as planned. When I opened the door and jumped on the floor, Mai poked her head out from the top of her bunk, acting like a dinosaur.
Hey, what's up?
Going somewhere? Oh, PBG! Hey! Mai glanced from me to him and back again. I looked. Excuse me. Looked away. I hadn't told her because it never came up. How can you talk about something if it doesn't come up in conversation? Have fun. You better bring her back safely or I'll stab you with a lance made of toothpicks. Yes, ma'am. PBG didn't show much fear there. We stepped out into the dark night, and I instantly started shivering. How cold was it out here? Below freezing? I mean, it is freezing outside. Below freezing out here for me anyway. Anyway, I did bring a real jacket for me, but I didn't have a heavy jacket for this kind of weather yet, so there wasn't much I could do about it. Instead, I kept my mouth shut and tried to hide my trembles as we head for the train station.
Hey!
Where is this game store, by the way? It's a local one in the city. I like to go to it when I can support them. Also, they have a puppy there. You're not allergic to dogs, are you? No, I love them. Always wanted to adopt one. We had one at home. I miss him so much.
Really?
Really? That must have happened after I left. It happened because you left. I was sad, so my parents bought a dog for Christmas. What's the dog's name? It's a him, and that's not important. Tell me. No, that's fine. Tell me! There's really no reason. PBG. Haru. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Anyways, follow me. We took several twists and turns after leaving the station, PBG intent on finding the shop. It's a bit harder to find when everything's dark. I blew my breath into the air and watched the resolving cloud float away above me. It was cold. I just did that myself. Here it is! He gestured to a line of people huddled outside of a store, all wearing thick jackets and mittens. There weren't as many people as I expected, but that made sense. How many people would like a game about living with animals enough to wait outside at midnight for it? You'd be surprised. We got into line behind a man with a blue-dyed mohawk. It won't be long now. Hana, are you okay? I looked up at him from while I was dancing on the street. Yeah, well, why? You look like you need to pee. No, I'm fine. Achoo! He looked at me from head to toe as if seeing me for the first time. Why are you wearing a skirt? It's cold. Yeah, well, I didn't want to go home and to change. Well, I'm a bit cold too. So maybe we should huddle together to preserve warmth. He's so forward. Plus, I'm wearing a jacket, so... PBG opened his Normal Boots Club jacket to me, looking away. So, you can... I didn't need to be told twice. I walked to the folds of his jacket and hugged him. He wrapped his arms in the ends of the jacket around us. Thankfully, I was tiny enough to fit inside it, only the tip of my bow poked out of the top. PBG was a heating pad, and slowly I warmed up and stopped shivering. PBG set his chin on top of my head, like a little footrest. He smelled really good, like vanilla and cinnamon. Why do you smell like vanilla and cinnamon? PBG tried to talk to me, but with one side of my face against his chest and the other against his jacket, I could barely understand him. It sounded like his mouth was full of marshmallows. What? Sure. We stood there in silence for a while. Then PBG's chin started wiggling on top of my skull. It felt really good, like he was giving me a massage or something. His beard was tickling me. And then I realized he was talking to me, and I just couldn't hear him. I nuzzled into his chest. He stopped talking for a bit. Then he started rubbing my back. What was he saying? Was I supposed to answer? I stared where I was, and the seconds ticked away. Oh! His head lifted off the top of mine, and he opened his jacket and looked down at me. The line moved. Looks like we can go in and get our games.
Yeah.
Inside, yes, let's go. Wait, our games? It must have been a slip of the tongue. PBG approached the register while I examined the games on the shelf just to the side of it. I had no idea what most of them were, but there were several I was interested in. One had pictures of cows on it, another a group of teenagers like they were lost in a city. These are all games for the handheld I had, but when I looked at the price tags, I balked. There was no way I would get one anytime soon. Dejected, I went to sign PBG at the register. Here's your order, Mr. Buttergamer. Buttergamer is his actual last name. Oh, I pre-ordered too. You did? You did? You did. Sorry, here's the other copy. Thanks. PBG paid the man when we left the store with the games in hand. As we went back to the train station, I side-eyed him. ... Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. This is just one big dot battle, isn't it? This time I've got 7 dots against your 5. And I've got 10 dots against your 7. What?
Nothing.
We made it to the station just as the train was loading and managed to sprint inside just in time. That was close, but at least we're inside, and look, we've got the whole carriage to ourselves. Sweet deal. He spread his arms out wide and the plastic bag he had rustled. He looked at the bag as if surprised. Oh, right! He pulled out one copy of the game and held it out to me. What? This is for you. I got it for you. Sorry I didn't give it to you back at the store, but I wanted to be sure we didn't miss the train. I can't take this from you. It's way too expensive. Don't worry about it. I got it for you. But... He pouted. But if you don't take it, I'll be sad. Okay. I took the game and looked at the cover. There were small animals on a round green earth. Not rough, although it looks similar. With yellow letters reading, Animal Intersection, across the top. A little yellow dog and some pink fluffy creatures smiled at the different humans on the screen. Tears filled my eyes. My first game. Happy? Am I happy? Oh my gosh! I started jumping up and down right there in the middle of the train compartment.
Yay!
I got my first game! I got my first game! PBG finds this adorable. I'm gonna play this all night! Wait and play it after school tomorrow. What? Why? Just trust me, the game works with real-time clocks, so you'll have more fun that way. I sighed. Okay. I have to learn self-control. PBG grinned at my dismay. Anyways, let's get you to bed. Hey, aren't you going to bed? PBG walked me to the front of the girls' dorm like a true gentleman. When we got to the door, he hesitated.
Hey.
Hey, Hana? Yes? Do you think... He trailed off, staring at me. I smiled at him. I think what? Oh. Never mind, it was nothing. Thanks for coming with me tonight. Oh, no problem. He pulled the door open and waved me inside. My lady. I thank you. I giggled. Seriously, thank you. This means more to me than you know. I mean, it's nothing really.
See you later.
Good night, PBG.
Bye.
Night, Hana. When I got back to the room, Maya was already asleep. I changed quietly and climbed into bed, game in hand. I couldn't wait to play it tomorrow. I slipped underneath my pillow and snuggled into bed. That's a good way to break a game. What a wonderful night, or at least the case if it's a very small cartridge. Hana, wake up, you need to look at this. I raised my head groggily from my pillow, hardly registering where I was. Maya stood over me, something like a smile on her face. What? What is it? Also, you're going to be late, but look at this. She handed me a piece of paper written in a familiar scrawl. Another note? Seems like it. Read it. Part of my world. Wait, what? Imagine a ball and evening so swell. I can be Princess, you can be Ariel. Oh, I knew the tune. We'll dance on the shore when we both fell in love and saw the moon dancing so far up above. I don't remember how the song goes, or at least the tone of it, but whatever. We'll be just like that pair, I promise it, dear. Your hair glistens, glowing red off this pier. Such a beautiful sight from this glistening beach. Do you have The Littlest Mermaid on Disney DVD? Oh, God, that's very cringeworthy. My God. When I finished reading, I cast a glance at my... What's wrong? You don't like it? I wish it were different somehow. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. To my surprise, I burst out laughing. What? What is it? You're a true main character, Hana. Oh boy, this is great. You're dense as a brick. How would you rather the note was written then?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's too... I mean, it's an awkward note, but it's not the right kind of awkward, you know? Huh. I guess I want to make me feel more like... More like PBG, of course. Of course, I could never forget you. I usually feel like I'm a joke to people, but when I'm with you, I feel like I'm more than that. Oh, Hana, so nice to see you right when I wake up. Man, this day is gonna be good. Or like... Oh, Hana, dear. Maya was leaning against her desk, doubled over in laughter, hitting it with something more than human strength. It broke. What? What is it? Maya flicked a tear from her eye, wheezing. Oh, sometimes I just want to strangle you. Da da da. Are you ready for class yet? You woke up late, so we can't even get breakfast. Ah! Da da da. That's great. Just the red ham. I was unpacking my backpack for class that morning when, to my astonishment, Ian approached me and began a conversation.
Hana!
Hana, my good friend, how are you? How are you? I squinted at him. Fine. How are you? Oh, I'm doing well. In fact, my tournament training has been going better this year than ever before. I just landed in the top 20 highest scores for Japan. At number 20, but still. I'm still a winner. And, how are you doing with your training?
Yeah.
Fine. I smiled brightly at him, one hand on my treasured phone. Hold on. Damn, foiled again. I cocked my head to the side, unsure what exactly he was talking about. You mark my words, Hana Mizuno. I will win this tournament. And when I do, you can bet I will idly mock you the next time I see you in the cafeteria. Rawr. Please wasn't blah, blah, like he did in one of the routes. Or more in one of the routes. Yeah. Anyway, he went back to his seat and slumped down with a huff. Luke leaned over to high-five him and Ian shot him a look mean enough to kill a pea plant. That's gotta be a real mean look then. I smiled, a small feeling of pride blooming in my chest. Still, there were only 2 weeks left until the tournament. I had to keep up my practice rate and make good on that threat. Wait, let's see where our tournament points are. Oh, we got 25. We're gonna be fine. We're definitely gonna be fine. Assuming we survive. My hand hovered over the paper, pen in hand. How was I supposed to go about this? I never rejected anybody. I wasn't the kind of girl people usually went after. Moreover, this guy, whoever he was being a little creepy. I didn't want to say anything that would make him angry, especially considering how many times he'd come to a room unseen in the middle of the night. What if he waited for me one night, and when I got up to use the bathroom... I shuddered. I definitely didn't want to hurt his feelings. After 15 minutes, I finally had a reply I kind of liked. Sir, thank you for these notes. They're very sweet. However, I would prefer it if you no longer sent me any. Please stop giving me these notes. Best, Hana. Sir. It was nothing fancy, but hopefully it was good enough. P.S. Sir. My dad always said when saying no, don't give a reason. People tried to argue out of things, so he gave reasons, sometimes even if he didn't. But no means no. It was much harder to argue with that. With a lump in my throat, I placed the note into an envelope, sealed it, and taped it to the front of my door. That was that then. What a weight off my mind. After everything PBG went through for the team, it was no wonder he would be cheering them on at every game. I sat next to him, watching his legs tense and twitch as Jeff and Dean sprinted down the field. You should have passed it to... Oh, that worked out way better than I thought it would. Go for the go, you have the upper...
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, good job. I chuckled quietly next to him. It was hard to get worked up about the game when I was with PBG. He took all the enthusiasm I ever could have had for the sport, sucked it right out of me, and expelled it in a supernova energy. It was enough for me just to see that he was enjoying himself. For a while it looked like, well, that wasn't important. He was happy, or as happy as he could be without playing. He won!
What?
What? It's over already?
Hana.
Hana, we won! We're going to the finals! We are? I stared at the jumping PBG in front of me for a few seconds before it clicked.
Yay!
Oh my god, we're going to the finals! We're going to the finals! PBG grabbed my hands and we jumped and cheered together with the rest of the Asagao students. The two teams shook hands and thanked each other for a good game, and then the strikers piled onto our side of the field, forming a mosh pit of happy athletes. I have to go congratulate them. He disappeared into the crowd immediately. Excuse me, sorry. I forcefully shoved my way out of the stands, which was harder than it sounded. I hated being so damn short. By the time it came out, PBG was being hugged by all of his teammates. I giggled. I'm so proud of you all. You nailed it.
Yeah!
We wouldn't have been able to do it without you, bro. Bro. Maybe I should give them a moment. Did you see that feint McJones did? I didn't know he had it in him. He usually plays long-term psychological strategy. Well, I'm glad you're happy. I was worried after all this time it would still be a little painful to see him playing without you. Yeah. PBG shoved his hands into his pockets, staring wistfully into the distance as the wind blew through his hair. As happy as I am that we'll be able to go to the finals is a bittersweet feeling. He flipped his hair dramatically. I guess it's just how the sword falls. I don't think that's a saying. It's definitely a saying. I shook my head and grabbed PBG's hand. Come on, at this rate we'll miss the late dinner. Right. Oh, man. I shot awake with a jolt, staring at her door from across the room. Hana, did you hear that? I nodded, then realized she couldn't hear me. Something just slammed full force into our bedroom door. We listened for a while, afraid to move. Then we heard footsteps dashing way down the corridor. Mai? The bunk shifted, and then I saw a dark shape moving down the ladder. Mai appeared next to me. You're okay, right? Yeah, nobody got in. She smiled and then turned and glared at the door.
What the hell?
Who the fuck does this in the middle of the night? Oh! She pulled open the door and stepped out into the hallway, craning her neck one way then another, and turned back to me, her voice low. I don't see anybody here. I don't think anybody else heard it either. I pulled my blankets up around me. Nobody heard it, but Mai and I both did, so there was no way we imagined it. I snuggled down into my blankets. The thing covering made me feel much safer, despite the fact that it did absolutely nothing to protect me. It was probably just a stupid prank. She moved to shut the door, then stopped. Oh god. What? She lifted a hand to the door, peeling something off of it. Looks like we had a visit from your secret admirer. Oh no. She shut the door, flicked on the light, then crossed over to me. Here. She handed me a blank envelope. I ripped it open and pulled out a sheet of notebook paper, the same familiar scratchy handwriting grazing the front. Hana, dearest, Why must you neglect me so? I am so sorry if I have made you uncomfortable. I can't hide my feelings any longer. I really care for you, Hana. I won't be so naive as to say I love you, considering how much you do not know about me, and how much I haven't had the opportunity to learn about you. But I have been watching you. You're kind, smart, funny, caring. You love your friends deeply and stand up for what is right. Stand up to your fears. You've even befriended some of the most popular and influential students in school. In fact, you've grown quite close with some of them, and I really don't like it. It's making me jealous. It's driving me insane. I hate seeing you smile at them, and yet I can't bother to reveal myself to try to take their place. I know you're happy with them, yet hardly knows that I exist, so I know I can't compare. And yet, it's all I can think about, so I ask you, won't you please spend a little less time with them? Please, Hana, I have never cared so much for any one person. For my sake. Love, your admirer. What the my? I handed her the note and sat in silence as she read it. Well, it's a little unsettling, but I don't think you should worry about it. No? I shivered and drew the blankets closer around myself. This is a guy, assuming a guy, who is so afraid of revealing himself to you that he apparently won't even talk to you. Do you really think he's gonna do something?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's scary. Do you think I should tell someone?
I don't know.
Asagao doesn't have a great track record of dealing with these kinds of situations. Oh. You just got a straight up horror movie on me, didn't it? What do you mean? Let's just say I knew someone who, got a little intense about another person. That person told the staff here what was happening, and they almost got no response. The crazy behavior was allowed to continue, and students were left to sort it out themselves. When the student again turned to the staff, talking about how they felt in danger, the staff told him it was the student's responsibility to police their own behavior. What? What the That's awful! It's not something you want to talk about a lot. Asagao is a really nice place. Obviously it is. You know this by now. But they do a lot of things in an effort to save face, so families will keep sending their students someplace as expensive as this. That, unfortunately, includes sleeping a lot of, incidents under the rug. Why? ... Hey, don't worry. Things were much worse in the past. Nowadays, they've gotten a lot better because students here behave more like people. But I am saying that, I wouldn't tell the teachers unless there was an actual threat. I don't want you to suddenly get kicked out of the academy because you're trying to cause trouble. And like I said, I don't think anything is going to happen. If it does, I'll be here to protect you. My helping arm and flexed it.
Yeah!
I know it seems like a joke, but volleyball has really made my arm strong. I could definitely take someone out. She grinned brightly at me and I smiled. Thanks, Mai. Anyways, it's late. We should go to sleep. Yeah. She glanced at the door again, then crossed over and locked it. Can't be too safe. I have to protect my beloved Hana. She shut off the lights and crawled into bed. As my bed creaked and wiggled with my movements, I tried to convince myself that what she said was true. But try as hard as I could, my mind didn't ease. As strong as Mai was, she was still just a girl. I didn't want to admit it, but men were taller, stronger, faster than women were, and we had no idea who this guy was. That's very presumptuous. If he was someone as tall as PBG, someone who worked out just as much, or was also part of a sports team, even if he was just heavier than Mai, all it would take was putting her on the floor and she wouldn't be able to defend anyone. But then I could kick him in the nuts. My heart started beating faster and I shook my head. There's no point to your thoughts. Not at all. Still. I usually toss and turn before going to bed, but I found myself staring at the door as I tucked myself in, facing it as I closed my eyes. Just go to sleep, Hana. Worry about this tomorrow. I'm scared. Oh no. God! Why'd that have to happen? I barely slept that night. It seemed like full days passed before I woke up and I started getting ready for school. Now that I was back in the classroom, I alternated between periods of absolute panic-ridden paranoia and falling asleep at my desk. As I stared ahead of me, my vision sliding in and out of focus.
Hey.
Hana? Ah! Oh, PBG, what brings you here? School? I didn't see that. Hana, are you okay? You seem a little off today. What makes you say that? It's lunchtime, you're still sitting at your desk. Mai gave up and left you behind. What? How could she? So what's bothering you? I didn't want to drag PBG into this, did I? I didn't sleep well. He frowned at me and laid a hand on my arm.
Hana.
Hana, it seems like something is really bothering you. If it's okay, I'd like you to trust me. I want to help you. Will you tell me the truth? Could I tell PBG the truth? The note told me to stay away from Norwood's guys and any other guy I was getting close to. If that person was violent, I could be putting PBG in danger by telling him. Should I really tell him the truth? Well. Let's readjust my foot and think about this. So, we've got Admire. We don't know if he's violent or whatever, but he's making threats and it's kind of silly. Obviously, we wouldn't be telling a teacher or something, but PBG, well, he's been with us for God knows how long. And we certainly trust him by this point, or at least I would assume. So, we're going to tell him.
Well,
I explained to him what was happening with the notes, how they started, stopped, and now how they were getting creepily insistent. PBG's face grew darker as I went on. Finally, I finished with last night's incident and how I was too scared to sleep.
Hana.
Hana, you should report this.
no.
No, that's okay. Maya already told me that reporting it wouldn't work, and even if she didn't tell me, I had plenty of prior experience at my old school to show that reporting things generally only made it worse. Oh. Probably part of her past, I'm assuming. I can handle this on my own, so you don't need to worry. I smiled brightly at him, but his expression didn't change. I don't want to be a burden on you. If you worry, I'll feel bad, so don't worry, okay? I don't think it's gonna work telling him that, Hana. Hana. I'm telling you not to worry. ... Fine, I'll listen to you. But if I do, will you do me a favor too? Maybe. Do you want to go to the movies tonight? I was going to ask anyways, but this seems like a good way to get your mind off things.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Great, I'll pick you up later tonight then.
Hey, yo.
Hana, you're alive. I entered her room, bouncing a tray on either hand. PBG got up and grabbed one from her. Thanks. I brought your food to you since you apparently were on his planet, but... She glanced from me to PBG and smirked. I bet you're feeling better now.
What?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. If you want food, you better get a move on. They're almost run out of pizza and they've ordered out this time. What? No! PBG sprang from the room. I laughed. You really are feeling better now. Yeah, I guess I am. So, we were going to the movies. He didn't give me a time. What would we see? And this looks like it's a horrifying movie. Anyway, we're going to continue off here next time. Anyway, in case you like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.